How's it going, everybody? Pozermobil here, bringing you 25 absolute bangers that are all on sale on the PlayStation Store for the Dealmania sale that runs through March 11th. As usual, I've scoured this sale for all the full games, game bundles, and premium editions that are at the lowest price they've been in recent history, and are at least a 70 on OpenCritic or Game Rankings. So if that sounds like the kind of video you want to see, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss my daily coverage of every sale that Sony puts out. I'm trying to get to 25k by the end of the year, so every bit helps. Alright, that's enough yapping for me, let's get into the video. For $4.99, Valkyria Chronicles Remastered is a tactical action strategy RPG set in an alternate history 1930s Europe, where you lead Velk and Gunther and Squad 7 as they defend Gallia from a powerful Imperial invasion. You'll command troops across watercolor-style battlefields using a blend of turn-based planning and real-time movement, while upgrading weapons, unlocking new squad abilities, and experiencing a heartfelt wartime story. It's an 87 on Game Rankings, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 35 hours to platinum. For $4.99, Star Wars Battlefront Ultimate Edition lets fans fully immerse themselves in epic, large-scale, and visually stunning battles across the galaxy, offering everything from the base game to the complete Season Pass with 4 expansion packs, exclusive emotes, and bonus content. Play as Rebels or Imperials, wield iconic weapons, and take part in massive multiplayer skirmishes set on legendary planets from the Star Wars universe. It's a 71 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 50 hours to platinum. For $4.99, Batman Arkham VR lets you step directly into the cowl of the Dark Knight in an immersive first-person mystery set within the acclaimed Arkham universe, built from the ground up for virtual reality. Experience Gotham City through Batman's eyes as you investigate crime scenes, reconstruct events using tools in the Batcave, and wield iconic gadgets like batarangs and the grapnel gun in a tense, atmospheric story. It's a 74 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 5 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $4.99, the Disney Afternoon Collection is a retro compilation featuring 6 classic Disney platformers starring characters like Scrooge McDuck, Darkwing Duck, Baloo, and Chip and Dale. Relive globe-trotting adventures in cooperative platforming while tackling boss rush and time attack modes, using the rewind feature for second chances, and exploring a museum packed with concept art and music. It's a 78 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 8 out of 10, and about 15 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $3.99, Overcooked Gourmet Edition combines the chaotic, fast-paced fun of the hit co-op cooking game with a Lost Morsel content pack, challenging 1 to 4 players to prepare, cook, and serve dishes under extreme time pressure in hilariously absurd kitchens. The Lost Morsel expansion adds 6 new campaign levels, a new vehicle for map travel, and 6 unlockable chefs, extending the culinary chaos. It's a 79 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 5 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $3.99, Yoku's Island Express is an open-world adventure where you play as Yoku, a tiny postman navigating Mokumana Island using a unique and inventive blend of pinball mechanics, platforming, and exploration. You'll seamlessly traverse lush beaches, snowy mountains, and steamy hot springs, completing quests, helping quirky locals, and awakening ancient deities while uncovering the island's deep mysteries. It's an 83 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $3.99, Going Under is a roguelike dungeon crawler set beneath the ruins of failed tech startups, where you play as an unpaid intern battling corporate nightmares in a dystopian city. Descend into procedurally generated dungeons themed around gig economy apps, crypto schemes, and dating startups, using breakable office junk like laptops, brooms, and keyboards as weapons while uncovering the shady motives of your employer. It's an 81 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $3.29, Quake is the legendary dark fantasy first-person shooter from id Software that helped define 3D shooters, blending gothic atmosphere with blisteringly fast combat against grotesque Lovecraftian horrors. This enhanced edition modernizes the classic with 4K support, improved character models, and smoother performance, while preserving the razor-sharp level design, maze-like castles and slipgates, and multiplayer options. It's a 92 on Game Rankings, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 35 hours to platinum. For $3.99, Kaze and the Wild Masks is a fast-paced 90s-inspired platformer that follows Kaze's journey across the cursed Crystal Islands to save her dear friend from an outbreak of enraged, living vegetables. Channeling the spirit of retro classics like Donkey Kong Country, it features buttery smooth platforming, tight controls, and frame-by-frame pixel animation that makes every jump, spin, and dash feel incredibly responsive and satisfying. It's an 81 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $4.99, Eagle Flight is an immersive VR flight simulator where you soar freely over a beautifully recreated Paris, engaging in thrilling aerial dogfights, performing daring maneuvers, and exploring iconic landmarks from breathtaking heights. Players can fly solo to master intuitive controls or team up with friends in fast-paced, 6-player multiplayer matches, using agility, strategy, and skill to dominate the skies in competitive, adrenaline-fueled battles. It's a 73 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 35 hours to platinum. For $4.99, the LEGO Movie video game is a lighthearted action-adventure based on the hit animated film, following an unlikely band of resistance heroes as they set out to stop Lord Business's evil plan. Play through story-driven levels, unlock over 90 quirky characters, and use Master Builder abilities, while solving puzzles and battling enemies across imaginative, brick-built worlds inspired directly by the movie's most memorable over-the-top set pieces. It's a 70 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $4.99, Dead Rising 2 is a frantic action-adventure where you play as a motorcycle racer navigating the zombie-infested streets of Fortune City while racing against time to save his young daughter with the life-saving Zombrex. You'll scavenge weapons, craft improvised tools, and explore sprawling environments full of zombies, using vehicles and creative combat to survive chaotic encounters and complete challenging missions. It's an 80 on Game Rankings, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 60 hours to platinum. For $2.99, Saints Row 4 Re-Elected is an over-the-top open-world action game where the leader of the 3rd Street Saints becomes president and battles an alien warlord inside a reality-bending simulation to save Earth from destruction. Remastered for modern consoles, it features updated visuals, models, environments, and dynamic shadows, bringing Steelport's chaotic, vibrant world to life with sharper detail and cinematic flair. It's an 84 on Game Rankings, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 40 hours to platinum. For $4.99, UnMetal is a clever stealth action-adventure where Jesse Fox must escape a covert military base after being wrongly imprisoned, using brains, brawn, and improvised gadgets at every turn. You'll sneak, fight, and manipulate your way through heavily guarded areas, employing explosives, quirky weapons, and puzzle solving, while interacting with eccentric characters in a story packed with satirical gaming and pop culture references. It's an 82 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $3.29, Doom 3 is a critically acclaimed action horror shooter that reimagines the original Doom, plunging you into a demon-infested Mars facility as a lone Marine fighting to stop a full-scale invasion from Hell. Navigate dark, claustrophobic corridors, battle terrifying enemies, and balance intense, shotgun-driven gunplay with survival horror elements as flickering lights, oppressive sound design, and sudden ambushes keep you on edge. It's an 87 on Game Rankings, trophy difficulty around 8 out of 10, and about 25 hours to platinum. For $4.99, Narita Boy is a retro-fueled action-adventure that throws you into the neon-soaked digital kingdom as a pixel hero wielding the legendary Techno Sword to restore corrupted code and recover the creator's lost memories. Slash through corrupted stallions with stylish combo-driven combat, explore a synth-drenched world brought to life with hand-drawn pixel animations, and battle wild bosses to an electrifying 80s-inspired soundtrack. It's a 77 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $4.99, the LEGO Ninjago Movie video game lets you become a ninja alongside Lloyd, Jay, Kai, and friends to defend Ninjago from the evil Lord Garmadon and his shark army. Master ninja agility by wall running, high jumping, and battling foes across 8 action-packed locations, each with unique challenge dojos, while upgrading combat skills, unlocking secrets, and uncovering hidden collectibles in a vibrant, cinematic LEGO world. It's a 71 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 20 hours to platinum. For $4.74, Omno is a single-player adventure about discovery and wonder, guiding you through an ancient world filled with forgotten power, quiet emotional storytelling, and breathtaking minimalist landscapes. Harness the energy of a lost civilization to solve environmental puzzles, traverse lush forests, scorching deserts, and frozen tundras, and encounter fantastical creatures ranging from tiny critters to towering, enigmatic giants. It's a 79 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 5 hours to platinum. For $4.99, Sine Mora EX is a side-scrolling shoot-'em-up where time itself is a weapon, blending classic arcade-style shooting action with a stunning modern presentation, cinematic flair, and beautifully detailed diesel punk-inspired visuals. Experience an over-the-top story mode with fully voiced characters in a challenging arcade mode, or team up locally in co-op for 2 players while mastering tight controls and unique time-based mechanics. It's a 77 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 7 out of 10, and about 40 hours to platinum. For $4.49, MudRunner is a rugged off-road simulator where you battle brutal Siberian terrain using powerful all-terrain vehicles, limited tools, and careful planning to survive each delivery. You'll crawl through deep mud, ford rushing rivers, and navigate collapsing trails across massive open maps that react realistically to every movement, turning each route into a tense puzzle of traction, weight, momentum, and smart resource management. It's a 73 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 50 hours to platinum. For $4.49, Get Even is a psychological thriller blending first-person shooting and investigation as Cole Black awakens in an abandoned asylum with no memory beyond a failed attempt to save a girl strapped to a bomb. Use the experimental memory-reading device fused to Black's head to alter fragmented memories, explore haunting environments, and piece together the truth behind the girl's identity and the events that led to that fateful moment. It's a 72 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 20 hours to platinum. For $2.99, The First Tree is a third-person exploration adventure following a fox searching for a missing family and a son reflecting on his relationship with his estranged father in Alaska. Guide the fox through dreamlike landscapes with light platforming and gentle puzzles, uncover personal artifacts that reveal the son's memories, and experience an emotional journey elevated by a beautiful orchestral soundtrack. It's an 80 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 5 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $4.99, The Sojourn is a thought-provoking first-person puzzle adventure that immerses you in a stunning world of light and shadow, where every step challenges your perception of reality and your problem-solving skills. You'll solve increasingly intricate puzzles that test logic, observation, and timing, navigating environments that shift between luminous beauty and deep darkness, while uncovering the philosophical story behind the mysterious land. It's a 71 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $3.99, A Boy and His Blob is a charming, hand-drawn puzzle platformer where a young boy teams up with a shape-shifting blob to save the fallen planet of Blobolonia from the evil emperor. You'll feed the blob jelly beans to trigger unique transformations, creatively solving environmental puzzles, overcoming enemies, and navigating beautifully animated levels that span forests, swamps, caves, and the Emperor's Citadel. It's an 82 on Game Rankings, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 10 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $3.99, Greak, Memories of Azur is a hand-drawn side-scrolling adventure where you control 3 Koran siblings working together to survive an ongoing invasion and escape the war-torn lands of Azur. Seamlessly switch between the trio to solve cleverly crafted puzzles, engage in fast-paced combat against invading forces, and gather scattered airship components across an interconnected world to rebuild your means of escape. It's a 72 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. Alright, that's it for today's list, everybody. If you've played any of these already, drop your thoughts in the comments. Your insights help others find great games too, it's not just mine. As always, I want to thank all my channel members for their generous support, but to all you out there who watch, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff as well, thank you. You're the reason I'm still having fun making all these videos every day, and I'm genuinely grateful for each and every one of you out there. If you can spare $1 a month, you get early access to all my videos, and it helps me out more than you know. But I know times are tough out there, so all I do ask is if you enjoyed the video, hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with any new sales stuff that I put out. Leave a like and comment down below if you've got any of these platinums or plan on going for any of them.